All right, everybody, what's up? We are back with another episode of Dave's Betting Corner, brought to you by Dave's R&R. Your host here, Dave, and this is our Monday Night Football preview. We are going back to two bets this episode. We're 5-3 on the year right now. We did two 2-0s. We did a 1-2, and last episode was an 0-1. The bet's kind of been flippy-floppy lately. Our Survivor game is still on point. Tune in this week for another episode of Survivor featuring myself and Franco. What a sweat that was. I switched from the Eagles to the Rams. The Eagles lost it. The Rams won it. We're both still alive in Survivor, so definitely keep tuned for that later this week. Tonight we are talking about the Cowboys versus the Chargers. Our primetime Monday Night Football game of the week taking place in LA. The Cowboys just got beat by the 49ers 42-10 last week, an absolute blowout. The Chargers are coming off a bye, but are a little banged up. Two teams that do have some potential this season. People have been saying both of these teams have potential for a lot of seasons. They're both very solid teams. They can beat any by any given week. Going head-to-head tonight in what should be a great game. You can see this all over the place. Some statistics are favoring the Chargers wins. The odds are slightly in the Cowboys' favors right now. So this game really is a coin flip. We're going to be staying away from the money line and the spread in this game. And this game, to me, on paper right now, the over-under is set at 50.5. And it's a difficult one because it seems like on paper this is going to be a very, very high-scoring game. However, I feel like every single time we have a game in prime time that's set to be such a high-scoring one, it kind of lets us down and we see a lower scoring game. Both of these teams have the potential to put up the points, so I'm going to make my bets kind of based around the over. Not saying my bet for the night is the over, but that's kind of my logic going into this. I think these teams are going to be putting up points. I think they're going to have to throw a lot. That's what our bets are going to be placed around. We're hoping there's a lot of air action tonight, a lot of passes. So I'm going to start with my anytime touchdown score of the night. And I know I keep going back and forth between this one because these are some of the harder bets to hit. I'm going with CD Lamb. It's plus odds. Last I checked, it was at plus 110. You always like plus money when you have such an elite receiver like him. No matter what Jerry Jones says, you got to get this guy the ball. He is your number one receiver. Dak has to be looking his way. In a game where the Chargers can score, the Cowboys will need to either fight back or keep scoring to stay ahead. Look for Dak to target CeeDee Lamb tonight. If you want to take some of his other props as well, like the over in receiving yards, definitely go for it. But I'm loving him to score a touchdown tonight. He only has one on the year, which was 2 weeks ago. I think he gets another one here tonight. And the second bet we have will be around a receiver on the Chargers. You guys all know him, Keenan Allen. He has been absolute stud this year, averaging over 100 yards a game. I know the 200 plus yard game kind of sways that, but the average is there. Right now, his over-under for receiving yards is 84.5. And this is the same reason as CeeDee Lamb, just in reverse. It's Herbert's favorite receiver. Herbert's going to be looking his way at any time they're down. Joshua Palmer's questionable going into the game, so their secondary receivers are kind of starting to go down. I know that might put some more pressure on Keenan Allen. The defense will focus in more on him. But Keenan Allen is such a talented guy. If this game does go over, he is going to have to hit his over in receiving yards for the Chargers to stay in this game. This is going to be an awesome one tonight. I know everyone's going to be tuning in. So my two official bets are CeeDee Lamb to score a touchdown at plus 110 and Keenan Allen over 84.5 receiving yards. Our last bet for the Chiefs game didn't go as we hoped, so let's hope we get back on track with a 2-0 here tonight. Thank you for listening for my quick episode, Dave's Betting Corner. Like I said, later this week we'll have the Survivor episode. I know this has been kind of taking over most of the podcast on the full Dave's R&R, but believe me, I've got some stuff in the works that are kind of away from sports. Follow both pages on social media. I appreciate the support. Like I said, CeeDee Lamb, anytime touchdown score. Chargers, Keenan Allen, over on his 84.5 receiving yards. Let's hope this game goes over tonight because that's our best chance of these hitting. And as always, gamble responsibly.